7 days into the U.S. federal government shutdown, and President Barack Obama is holding on to his hardline, not negotiating position as the Democrats point a finger of blame towards the Republicans and vice versa. A grave threat to the American and worldwide economy continues to grow. i24 News correspondent Shachar Peled explains the current situation and possible horrific future.
I believe, Mr. President, we are at one of the most dangerous points in our history right now.
As the U.S. shutdown enters its second week, the lockout blame game emerged all over the Sunday talk shows. Republicans are trying with great effort to shift the blame to the White House and the Democrats, while Treasury Secretary Jack Lew accused Congress of playing with fire.
The American people have been fighting their way out of the worst recession since the Great Depression. The economy is coming back. They don't need politics in Washington to bring the economy down.
Meanwhile, senior Republicans refuse to approve money for government operations and insist they will not compromise in their attempt to dismantle Obamacare, the president's proudest legislative achievement.
If this government shuts down, it's because you have not accepted the compromise that Republicans have reached out to you and offered.
President Obama remains entrenched in his position, refusing to negotiate with Republicans over the budget issues until they pass a temporary bill to open the government. But the president also knows he's facing the worst-case scenario. Without an agreement to raise the $16.7 trillion U.S. statutory borrowing limit, Washington could default on its debts for the first time ever, starting on October 17th. A U.S. default will result in a global financial disaster, dwarfing the 2008 collapse of Lehman Brothers holdings. International stock markets will topple, borrowing costs will blow up, and the world might be thrown into a depression. In the meantime, first to be hurt are federal workers furloughed from their jobs.
This is devastating to both of us. Our son is 4 years old. We had to take him out of daycare immediately because we knew that that would not be an expense that we could meet this month because we don't know how long this furlough could go.
The past weekend showed little evidence of progress, with only the Pentagon bringing most of its employees back to work and a new legislation securing retroactive pay to furloughed workers. As the shutdown approaches its one-week anniversary, it seems Congress has no intentions to come to a compromise, leaving it so far with no end in sight.